Hi guys, Jarella here, GreyWolf TV, and we are back with our brand new series of Dark.
Hello, hi, Dharma.
Now then, I'll do the review. You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so just a little bit of a short recap. It was an 80s based episode. It was actually nice to get something like that. And what we didn't know until while we were watching it until close to the end was it was introducing us to quite a few characters that we thought were people we didn't know, and it turned out we did know them. And it lined them up, showing us who these people now are. It showed the woman taking over as the boss of the nuclear power plant, and then finding out that all of the figures and all of the numbers in the books don't match, and the current boss handing her a set of keys, leading her down into the caves, pretty much, and saying, you better go have a look what's down there, because there's a bit of a problem. And that's where she finds tons and tons of all of their discarded nuclear waste. So, we're not entirely certain what exactly that means at this point yet, other than the obvious. So we're just going to let the story tell us with that at this moment in time. Mikkel spent the whole episode having everyone wondering where the hell he's come from, who he is, and him not being able to tell anybody exactly where he's from. He has now jumped out of the window at the hospital and he's heading back towards the caves, which is pretty much what I would do.
Yeah.
Because what else can you do at this point other than maybe go back and see if the process that brought you here might work in reverse, because he doesn't belong in this time. I think that will pretty much do from that.
He 0161 did one. He 0161 did one.
He did.
And a bunch of sheep died.
I did actually notice, we did fail to mention it, that the quote that the guy mentioned from the Bible was 33, and there's 33 sheep that died. This 33 keeps popping up. It's obviously significant for some reason we don't know yet. I guess we'll find out. So let's just carry on straight on.
33 years in between as well, isn't it? 86
it's 33 years.
2019.
So it's all focusing around 33.
Good number.
But I'm sure it's going to explain it at some point. At least I hope it is. Right. Anyway, sit back and relax, and we will watch episode 4.
Engage.
Aber wohin? Was liegt hinter einem schwarzen Loch?
I'm involved.
Verschwinden dort mit den Dingen auch Raum und Zeit? Und was, wenn das, was aus der Vergangenheit kommt, durch die Zukunft beeinflusst wäre?
Tick-Tack.
Ellie, wo ist mein Lippenstift? Lippenstift. Separate bedrooms.
Ich wollte vor der Praxis nochmal schnell zu Papa ins Heim.
Oh, Brother and Sister.
Dann bringe ich Elisabeth zur Schule. Ich will nicht, dass sie allein geht.
Wo ist mein roter Lippenstift?
Oh.
Vielleicht kannst du die beiden da oben verarschen, aber mich verarschst du nicht.
I like her.
Yeah, I do too.
Ist dein Ranzen gepackt? Ich fahr dich.
Du kannst dich ständig abhauen.
Ich muss es ihm sagen.
Wem musst du was sagen?
This guy knows quite a lot. He's just no longer able to
Communicate
it properly. Camera.
Yeah, that might be helpful.
Could be.
Exactly. The
Ich
hypocrisy.
habe etwas beschlagnahmt. Das ist ein gewaltiger Unterschied.
Yeah.
She's going to be a whole heap of trouble when she grows up.
Yeah.
Was habe ich gerade gesagt? Ihr macht was?
Nee, nicht Mickel, der tote Junge.
Ach so. Nein, wir haben ihn mit der vermissten Datenbank abgeglichen. Keine Beschreibung.
Ah.
Diese Flecken auf dem Gefieder habe ich schon mal gesehen.
And she was a kid.
Vor 33 Jahren.
There you go.
Die Kinder. Die Vögel. Irgendwie gehört das alles zusammen. Ich weiß nur nicht wie. Ich möchte, dass du noch mal durch die Vermissten-Datenbank gehst. Diesmal nehmen auch ältere Anzeigen auf. Vielleicht ist er ja schon länger verschwunden. Überprüfe die letzten 15 Jahre, okay?
Es gibt immer noch keinen Durchsuchungsbefehl für das AKW. Es sind jetzt fast 36 Stunden, Ulrich.
See if this camera picks anything up.
Oh, yeah.
There's your red soil.
An dem Abend, als Mikkel verschwunden ist, hast du angerufen. Ich hatte einen Anruf in Abwesenheit. Und
Ich habe nie gefragt, was du wolltest.
No, you didn't.
Was wolltest du?
Ich glaube, ich wollte einfach nur Bescheid geben, dass ich später aus der Praxis komme.
Remember you
were
asking about
upset,
this?
yeah.
Besonderes.
am Montag warst du die ganze Zeit in der Praxis.
That's called stalking.
She's got something hidden. What has she got? Or is she still dealing?
Which could be. Is that money?
I think so. It looked money-sized.
Yeah.
Ich möchte wissen, ob Peter Doppler einer ihrer Kunden war. War er hier am Montag?
Ist nicht nötig. Ich habe ein astreines Gedächtnis verschwanzt.
Shit.
Peter ist das gleich krumm wie eine eingelegte Gurke.
That is a money-shaped envelope.
Yeah. What's that hooded dude saying? I see you.
There's your red soil.
Yeah.
Ja.
Halt dich fest. Der Vogel hat das Gleiche.
Hat was?
Geplatzte Trommelfälle auf beiden Seiten.
I was expecting that.
Daran ist er gestorben?
Nee, gestorben ist
Weil er wahrscheinlich die Orientierung verloren hat und auf den Boden geknallt ist. Gebrochener Schädel.
Und die weiße Maserung am Gefieder?
Diese weißen Flecken.
Nach Tschernobyl sind die vermehrt aufgetreten, eine Form von Mutation.
Du meinst, sie sind verstrahlt?
Oh, we
Radiation.
know why.
Alle wird okay.
Soll ich dich nach Hause fahren? Ich fahr dich schnell. Ist kein Problem.
Thought there could be like a fruit, what they used to do, root veggies and that, a food store from back in the day. Or even a bunker, I suppose. It's Germany. You've never found the place. Oh, that's left over.
Yeah.
Was soll der Scheiß?
Was ist das?
Das ist Geld, du Schwack. Das ist mein Geld.
Hast du deshalb oben bei den Höhlen?
Ich mein Geld verdiene, geht dich einen Scheißdreck an. Du willst die Wahrheit? Okay. Meine Eltern schlafen seit einem Jahr in getrennten Betten. Meine Mutter hat rausgefunden, dass mein Vater in Wirklichkeit auf Schwänze steht. Die Ehe ist kaputt und niemand spricht es aus.
Hast du was vergessen?
Nein. Du musst bitte Elisabeth aus der Schule abholen. Ich schaff's nicht. Warte.
Vor einem Jahr hast du mir was versprochen. Wenn es irgendetwas gibt, was du mir sagen willst, dann...
Now's the time.
Oh.
Ich muss los, sonst komme ich zu spät.
Diversion.
You got a boyfriend. That's why you've nicked it. I love watching kids' fur. It's like everywhere. And put a coat on. Can't leg it through the things in slippers.
wollte Elisabeth abholen.
Ich dachte, die wurde schon abgeholt.
Was?
Frau Clemens ist krank. Heute war nur bis 14 Uhr Unterricht. Ja?
Elisabeth war nicht da.
Wie, sie war nicht da?
Sie war nicht bei der Schule. Frau Clemens ist krank. Sie stand da nicht, sie war nicht da.
That's miles of caves. Oh crap.
Ich habe die ganze Klassenliste durch. Nichts.
Yeah, I knew he'd be hanging out there.
Ich muss es ihm sagen. Er muss aufhören.
What the fuck?
Where the hell have you been?
Und dafür hast du so lange gebraucht?
Oh.
Wer hat dir das geschenkt? Ich will
Should be
wissen,
no use.
wer dir das geschenkt
She
hat.
can't hear.
Wer ist Noah?
Der uns leitet durch die Dunkelheit. Wie gerne würden wir unser Schicksal kennen, wohin es uns führt. Doch die Wahrheit ist, es gibt nur einen Weg durch
I thought he
alle
was gonna
Zeiten.
steal it, and he's not. He's adding to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. In a town where my kids have gone missing, I wouldn't let you walk to school.
Muss Jasin sein. Noah schickt mich.
He's gonna be next.
Well, then my theory doesn't work.
Theory doesn't work.
Well, I said that she wouldn't be any use in that machine thing because it bursts eardrums, which is why she came home safe, but that kid's also deaf.
So that's blown that out
So
of
that's
the
blown
water
that
completely.
theory out of the water within like 20 seconds of me saying it. And that guy's not called Noah because he said Noah sent me.
Yes, so maybe he's some sort of messenger
Boogeyman.
of some kind. So this saying there is one beginning and there's one end, and the end is the beginning, and the beginning is the
It
end.
just goes on and on and
In
on.
other words, it's a paradoxical thing. It's an infinite circle.
Yeah.
And that everything it's saying there. I think if I'm getting the gist of it, it's saying there that there is one path, and there's a beginning, and there's an end, and they're already predetermined, and the path in between is already set.
Yeah. It's
And that's like your past and your present and your future because they're all happening simultaneously.
Yeah.
I might be right with that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's also, I'm getting the vein of you can't stop any of this because it's already in motion. Whatever started it back when it started is already determined. So all you could do is observe what happens. I don't think you have the ability right now to, maybe that old dude does.
Or at least he thinks he does.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he thinks he does. Maybe he doesn't know enough but can't affect it, or maybe he knows enough and knows that he can. We don't know exactly how much information that old guy knows, only that him saying he needs to stop him, and the only information he is relaying to anyone is that. That's it. He has to be stopped. I need to stop him.
Like, well,
he's
tell
not
us how, we might be able to help.
on what the hell he's going on about to anyone. So, and Charlotte there, that was kind of a lot of the episode was focused on her.
It was a Charlotte-centric one, wasn't it? Yeah.
And so we've learned what's wrong between her and her husband and why they're in separate rooms.
Yes.
We've also learned that he's made her a promise a year ago. I'm kind of guessing the promise is that he won't do it anymore.
Yeah.
But I was wondering for a moment there, when she went up to the cabin and she's found the red soil, was she starting to think that he's involved with the boy's disappearance in a different way, i.e. that she's thinking because of why they are no longer sleeping in the same bed, that he's moved to somewhere even more dark. Possibly not. It just entered my head, that was all. But like you say, it could be that is an exit point. I don't know.
Well, the red soil, clay, whatever the hell it is was found on the body of the 80s boy.
Correct.
So it's more that that's where the body has been stored, found, whatever, and that it's been removed from that cabin in the woods and dumped where it's been dumped right now. That body's been moved. That's not where he didn't magically unearth.
That's what this episode, I think, was definitely getting over to us, was the body from the 80s was found with red soil on it. That's where it's from. He found the body there, and the reason she's caught his or their car on the wildlife camera is him transporting the body to wherever he put it for it to be found.
Doesn't mean it was him, it means that car was used.
It may just mean he's just moved it.
Yeah.
But if he has moved it, why has he moved it? Why would you do that if you were somebody who's nothing to do with this whatsoever? So one, he's either involved, or two, he knows something of what's going on and knows that it can't be traced back to there.
Well, we know from the first episode when the boy's missing, when Mikkel's missing first in the woods, and he rings her up and he's super upset, and she's not asked until today. By the way, why was you crying down the phone to me like a little girl the other day? What the hell was going on? You were really upset.
And I think
we never followed on with that conversation. I think that is that instance that's going on there. I think the car was used. I'm not necessarily saying it was him who was driving it, but that car was definitely used. That cabin in the woods has a sort of World War II bunker-esque feel to it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
It feels like it was utilised from before.
Yeah.
The cabin the cabin could have been there first, but that was sunken into the ground. Yeah, that cabin doesn't go with that bunker.
No, and I have a feeling that bunker at the cabin, I bet there is some way out of that bunker in there that leads to part of the cave system.
I think when we saw the outside bit and we first see the 15-year-old teenager that's missing, I got the vibe that was that bunker, just this is the 2019 version of it. So it's not the way that we've seen it where he's being held in that room with that big machine being on. So maybe after they use whatever that needs to be done and they take someone else in, maybe that body then appears back in that bunker and that's why you've got to get rid of it. Maybe. Because
the exit point is that
there. Yeah. Rather
that makes sense.
The caves being where you go in, that could be where you go out.
As usual, it's just all wild theories for now.
We're just speculating out loud, really.
As we watch each episode and we just process what it's given us so far. But I quite enjoyed that episode. That was good. I'm
liking it's got a bit of Lost-esque to it, where we're getting a bit of, backstory as to why the people are the way they are and what's driven them to this. And rather than it just being, here's some missing kids, let's figure out what's going on. You're getting to understand the relationships, the nuances, how this town works, how people interact with each other, and why this mystery is so poignant, because everyone's involved, whether they know it or not.
It's nice that they're not just doing it just all sci-fi and throwing all flashes and lasers and lens flares and all that crap all over it, and just sticking with sticking with a minimal storyline. They're delving deep into each character and giving you a full background as to what's going on, not just little bits here and there, and then just moving the story on and just forgetting what's previously been said. So, Ulrich is still not happy because throughout all this episode, nothing has progressed for him. No. All he's done is got caught at the power plant.
Just been stonewalled again.
Looks like he's probably got punched because he's got a black eye for his trouble. Probably trying to not get handcuffed by probably a security guard or something. Yeah. Because it didn't actually show it. And he's feeling like he's been victimised now because he feels if it was her kid, more would be being done. He feels if it was the guy in charge of the plant, that if it was his kid, something more had been done. He's feeling like
I think
the case has gone cold already on him and no one seems to be doing anything. But we've just watched her throughout that episode try to start to piece things together.
I think that's just his guilty conscience, like everyone does. I was playing away from home. This is now my punishment. A lot of people attribute tragedy to mistakes they've made in their lives when it can purely just be wrong place, wrong time.
What I want to know now is whoever that messenger is, because we thought it was Noah. Apparently it isn't.
No.
What's he just added to that map? Because we saw him add something, but it hasn't shown us yet.
Yeah, no, it's not.
So we'll have to wait. Possibly another episode, maybe 2, I don't know, until find out. But I think he's put something on that map
to help
him find something. Right, I think that will do for the time being. That was episode 4, guys. We will be back for episode 5 next week. And thank you to all of you that are commenting on the show. We have been going through all the comments. I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to reply to an awful lot of them at the moment, but we have been quite busy, or I have been quite busy. But we do scroll through. We are looking at a lot of the comments that you people have said, and fully agree, this is one of the best shows out there on Netflix, for sure. Absolutely.
Well,
it's got us hooked.
Just to add, it's 4 episodes in and I find myself already caring about these characters, even though you dumped in the middle of a massive catastrophe, which is something that you struggle to get a lot in a lot of today's TV shows. Because you just don't really care, do you? You're like, that's the pretty one, that's the dumb one, that's this one. You know, you're starting to unravel a little bit.
This has been done. They've obviously, with this series, have known right from the first episode, right, we have got a full story to tell here, and we're going to tell it all. I think they've known, the writers, from day one with this, exactly where they're going. There's not been a point where they've gotten so far in and gone, where do we go with this from now? How do we change the storyline? How do we move it on? I think they already had the whole story,
like a 3-season
arc, all like a jigsaw puzzle, and like, right, here's the full story. How do we divide it all up and confuse the viewer for as long as possible?
Probably.
Right. That will do, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did and you want to see more episodes of Doc, don't forget to hit the like, turn on your notifications, please hit the subscribe, and we will see you for the next episode of Doc next week. Until then, thank you very much for watching. It's good night from me.
It's good night from her.
Take care.
Bye.